Good morning, good morning. Let's press that one there.
This meeting is being recorded.
Good morning team, welcome to this morning's class. Let's find a space, check my one way, check my the other, make sure you've got plenty of room. Check above your head as well, having a look up and above. Okay, so for this class today, we're going to look at some ankle mobility, some hip mobility, and some pelvis work, and just work through some range of movement. Let's start off with our feet underneath our sitting bones, working through with our posture up nice and high. Rolling over our tiptoes, trying to get the knuckles down to the ground each time. Good. Shoulders retract back into position. So wear back your fingers nice and wide. Bring your shoulders back, chest up. From here, we're going to stretch your arms out wide into the T position. We're going to take our palms up nice and high. We're going to turn our palms so they're facing up to the ceiling. Shoulders are back, hips driven forward. Stretch those fingers out wider, keeping hold on that T position here. From here, we're going to raise up slightly higher into our wide position, lengthening our arms as straight as we possibly can. And from here, stretching once more, up high into our I position. We're going to bring our arms back, elbows back, chin up, chest up, still working our ankles, flopping up and down. Try and get as much flexibility into these ankles as we can. Coming back out to wide, dropping back into T. See if you can level the arms out wide, with again our palms facing up to the ceiling. So just turn the hands around the table, very good, nice. Love it, really good. And then as you see me pull those arms up a little bit higher, keep them nice and level, palms faced out, and stretch your fingers as far as wide as you can, and arms pulling apart. Holding here, slowly dropping, releasing back to the middle. From here, plant the heels, just take it to a side bend. Nice, slow, easy control movements. Fingers running up to the armpit, running back down the side again. Nice, slow, control movements. Really nice. From here, we're going to fold forwards. Slowly back up again. Chin down on the chest, rocking down, slowly coming back again. Now each time as we roll down, we're going to roll back, roll down, roll back, and again. Slow control movements. Again, rolling the chin down on the chest. Putting the shoulders back. Drop it again. Coming up with the chin up, chest up, nose up. Now I'm going to start to circle the shoulders a bit wider. More movement, more elongation through the body. As you're reaching down, skin your bottom back a little bit further. As you're coming up, bring the chin up, chest up. Allow a few creaks and cracks to come out. Really good. Now as we're doing it, we're going to roll the shoulders forwards this time. So coming up, roll forward, roll. Strong through the legs, pushing up strong through the hips. Roll the shoulder back, throw it over the top. Really good work. 2 more here. 1 more here. Looking good. And from here, standing, taking into a heel kick behind, firing up these hamstrings. Shoulders back, chest up nice and high. Pull your shoulders back into the plane, drop the arms down by the side. Really drive forward on the pelvis here. Nice. And feel what happens to your feet and your knees. Keep them right underneath the pelvis here. Tony, see you those shoulders back. Really pronounce your chest up high. Really good. And the same to you, Andrew, as well. See them tuck those elbows back. Arms back down by the side. Good strong movements here. Denise, if you can turn the camera, you can see it. Delicious. From here, standing up on the right foot, turning the toe in slightly. Left knee flexing up nice and high. Control that down. Really good, strong movements. Now, as you're kicking the leg back, try and extend the leg behind you. And as you're doing this now, we're going to allow a bit of rotation. We're going to let the leg come behind and across the body behind, going back up to standing. So it looks like this. We're going up into plane, drop and rotate behind, bring back up and drive up. Now you'll notice the foot wants to turn out to stabilise this. Let's even work this a bit harder by turning the square and parallel. Round, back, stand. Every time you come up to standing, push your pelvis forward. Bring your shoulders back. Back through, rotate. Come back up through, rotate and lift. And repeat, let's go. Round, strong back into standing, reflex. Now your challenge is to try and keep the left leg off the floor at all times, using the strength and stability of the surrounding muscle groups. Rotate it round, bring it back into plane, high knee flex again. Use your arms as your counterbalance. So as the leg's coming away, and it rotates round to the right, I bring my left arm out to the side. I can bring your right arm back up as the left knee flexes up high. Counterbalances our body, and you'll find this is getting really tight in the outside of your right hip. So turn in, yeah, Andrew, well done, mate, really good. So you get a little bit further, well done, really good. Yeah, and shake it out. Good stuff. So Andrew, you'll find that tight right in the base of your calf there, yeah? Well done. Keep it moving. Give a roll of your right ankle here now, please. So stand on the left leg, circle and drive that ankle as far and around as you can. Get as much movement through the base of the calf. So our soleus, our gastroc, all moving, rotating, getting it moving. Get that Achilles tendon lengthening. Change the direction of it again. Big circular movements. Two more here. One more here. Really good. Shake it out. You should feel it might be a little bit tight in the base of that calf, but in a minute it's going to release. So from here, we're just going to go into our calf raise and back down again. Feel the difference in the two parts, yeah? The right really tight, the left will be released. Building the strength. So all of these classes designed to strengthen and lengthen our body. Try and raise high up onto the tiptoe. Allow the heels to come gently back to the floor. Push forward on the pelvis, drive up high. And as we're coming up, we really pronounce up through the body, raising the chest up high. Three more here. Two more here. Last one. And we're going to shake it out. Standing on our left leg this time. Balance. Get the right leg behind. Bring it back through. Right knee flex. Try again. Counterbalance with the arms. Knee flex again. Rotate. Now you'll find on this, so Tony, yeah, you feel like your head is having to move all over the place to get this in. See if you can keep your head as close to a line in towards the standing leg. Of course, at this point, with the leg fully out to the side, the head will have to counterbalance over the side. So if you do bring the arm up wider, you'll find your head comes back into more of the center line to help your counterbalance. Drive it up. Stretch, rotate. Keep it moving. Stretch and flow. Now the standing leg can flex a bit more. You'll be able to rotate a bit further out. Keep your body nice and strong. If you lose your balance, I'm loving you up. Get off my now again. Flex up. And it's about challenging the body. When we lose the balance, we're creating new neural pathways. Neuromuscular pathways get built. The strengthening, the flexion, the extension here, the drive. All complicated movements. They're complicated, you don't do them. 2 more here. Good. One more here. Standing leg absolutely screaming at me. I'm not screaming at you, Andrew. There. Shake it out. Well done. Shake out your standing leg. Really good. Okay, so from here, circle that left ankle this time. Again, as big a movement around as you can. Get that flow in. Good. Counterclockwise again, please. Big turns around on the ankle. Two more here, please. One more. Change the direction of it. Bigger movements you feel comfortable with. See how much circular movement you can get here. Big turns. Opening up through the shin. And allow your hips to turn with it as well. This should be a rhythmical movement which starts from your toes and goes all the way through. It's a bit of a corkscrew going through to your shoulders. So if you check your movement of your shoulders and they're not moving, get them going. So if you're just here doing this, you can get a bigger movement by turning the hip and the pelvis and corkscrewing around. Get it in there, shake it out. Nice. Have a walk round, release it off, grab yourself a drink of water. Or whatever drink you've got. Very good. Okay. So we feel the back of our calves got really tight, stabilising and allowing the flow. We're going to lateral flex again. So we're going to go down to the side, side bend, running our fingers down, and you're going to feel the lateral aspect of your hip here. Okay, so from here, what we're feeling is this glute medius, and then the tense fascia lights on the outside. And if you're really, really tight, you're going to feel it right on the outside, just above the knee here, into the iliotibial band, the ITB. Now, if you're finding it tight in the ITB, I need you to move these hips more side to side, yeah? The bigger the sway, the better. And as you're doing this, as you push your pelvis to one side, if you can feel what feels like a bit of a twing or a twang that goes across here on the muscle or the ligament, it's kind of bouncing over, that shows you how much work you need to do on your flexibility. So if you're finding this is tough, and you also found the standing rotation work, tightening the ankle and the Achilles, this for me is an exercise you need to do every single morning when you wake up. Get yourself moving. And it's about how far your pelvis moves side to side. Tony, that's lovely. Yeah, really good. Denise, nice movements there. Andrew, good. Yeah? Andrew, the changing you on these Saturday classes. Phenomenal. Really good. See me go more here. See me go a bit more push out. I know it's going to be excruciating for you. I want you to really drive this pelvis out the way here. Now really grab the other hand and shove it into that hip and push your way to the side. As much of a banana here as you can possibly get. As much of a banana here as we can possibly get. Andrew, you've tripled your flexibility in these sessions. This is great. Nice, good. Push, drive, reach further. Now, keep going. We're going to allow the knees to flex as well. By doing so, we're going to increase our flexibility and flow through our calves. So we're going to allow the knees to bend. We're going to see them reach to the side. Notice that the chest stays up We're going to flex. We're going to get down here. We're going to come up. And flex and move. Flex and flow. Allow the knees to bend. As you come up, though, really important that we extend here. Yeah, we extend, we pull back the shoulders, we come through into this neutral spine, so we're driving our pelvis through. You should be able to feel your glutes fully engaged. So get down and flex. Down and flex. Now as you're turning and reaching and flexing, you should be able to get down to the ankle and come back up. Push forward on the pelvis, shoulders back. Let's go again. Down and up. Nice. A side bend, reach, touch, ankle flex. Good. Again, check your toe position. Can you get down? Can you retract? Two more here. Let's go. One more to go. And release. Again, work back through that butt kick. Now, by doing that exercise, you might just find that your calves is released a little bit more, which is great. From here, we're going to work on our feet, sitting bones apart. Drop, fold, and hold. Drop your jaw down on your chest, crown your head down to the floor. If your knees slightly flex, I'm not too worried. But if you can, see if you can push them back, just to give you a bit more lengthening through the hamstrings here. And slowly pull yourself back up. Last thing coming up is our chin off our chest, stretching up and reaching and retracting back. Bring the arms back down with forward fold. And this time we're going to walk our hands down to the ground, staying in pike. We're going to go too far, about 2 handfuls forward, and then come back, pushing off the floor and coming back up through. You feel the lengthening through the back, flowing through the body, dropping the hands flat to the floor, working back in, driving up, then kicking the heels out, drop that down again, walking back in again, standing back up strong and striding back. Keep working it. We're staying up high in that pike position. And as you're reaching forward and walking forward here, we're keeping the hips up. When we get to this press up position here, hands flat to the floor now. Chin down, jaw down, nose down, looking down. Pushing back up, standing up, pushing the heels back down to the ground. Stand, pelvis drive forward, stretch up overhead. Walk to the fingertips, keep the legs strong and long. Draw down, chin down, nose down, walk back in. Push back up, drive the heels down to the ground. Lateral rotation of the shoulder again, open up the chest. Walk down again. Try and keep the hips up, straighter. And now you're going to see if you can walk just a little bit further. So we're still keeping our legs straight, the hips up high. Walk a bit more out to extension. Still walking your hands. Try and keep the heels down to the floor as you're pushing back up to straight. Again, walk down. Keeping the hips up. Walking back down. Walking our hands back towards our toes. Stretch, retract, pull back up again. Keep moving here, guys. Tough little workout. Keep that hip up. Still in pike on extension. Walking back through into plane. Drive up. Really good. And relax. Shake out and roll your hips. Okay, so from here, We do the same exercise and increase the range. So we're going up, stretch, retract, walk down, hands down to the floor, go into your raised pike position. Now, you're going to take your left knee in towards your left hand. At this point, if you cannot hold, you're going to collapse the knee down and you're going to raise your leg through. If you can hold, you're just going to raise your leg through and turn the hip. Come back through, step, walk back, pike, back into lateral raise, stretch overhead, and release again. We walk again, down, high hip, knee flex, kick through the middle, come back up, knee back to hand, back to extension, walk your hands back to your toes, raise up, flex, extend through the hips, stretch your arms up. Now this will get your heart rate up. It's going to be a great workout here. Again, keep the hips high, take the left knee up, you can get your left foot up towards that hand, even better, drop slightly, more advanced, we're going to kick that leg through. Again, the outside of the hip coming down to the floor, the back leg can collapse or stay straight, depending on where your flexibility is. Pull back in, take the foot back up to the hand, step back, walk your hands back towards your toes. From here, standing, drive pelvis forward, lateral turn, stretch, reach up overhead. And again, let's work down. It's a great way of developing the flexibility of the ankles and the hamstrings, the hips as well, all at the same time. When we go into this lunge position here, the back knee coming down towards the floor, posture strong through, walking back, touching the toes, slowly pulling back up. You'll work one more here, guys, still on the left leg raised. So through, pike, hip still high, walk out, then raise that foot up, flex the right knee, so you've got the hip flexors extended nicely. You kick through, rotate through. Again, if you can, try and kick the back foot. So the back heel is up towards that ceiling, practicing rotating through. Back through and playing back to stand. And walk back in. Now, work the level that suits you. Stretch, and then shake it out. Roll your hips. Well done. Again, all the way through. Keep it safe, relevant, effective for you. You should find now that that left calf is completely released. You might be a bit tight on your shoulders. Well done. Okay, so from here, we stand, we go lateral, we stand again, stretch overhead. And allow the hips to tip forward. That's it. Good, come back. Nice, Teddy. Love it. Well done, Andrew. Okay, check the toe position nice and parallel. Turn the toes in there to knee slightly. Very good. Nice. Well done. Again, we flex, chin down, jaw down, nose, look down to the ground. We're just going to walk out, keeping our hips high. Walk back in again. Push up. Stretch, lateral raise, reach overhead. Release and go again. Walking down to the floor. Pike stays high. Walk back again. Pike remains high. Stand into elevation, stretch, reach up overhead. And release. Let's go again. We drop, forward flex. Hands down to the floor. Reach that nice and high and strong. Pull back again. Slowly pull it back up. Retract shoulders. Pull it back up again. Let's go again. One more. See if you can walk that a little bit further now. You might find that's tight in the wrists. Excellent point there, Andrew. Very good. Love that. Great work, Denise. Very good. Superb, Tony. Really good. Tony, chest back and high. Perfect. Very good. Nice. Great elongation through your bodies there, guys. Really nice. Let's walk down again. And from here, we're going to walk that a little bit further. Each time, touching the toes, curl back up through the body. Flow the energy around the body here. Drop again, we walk down. And from here, we take our right knee up to our right hand, or our right foot up to our hand, if you can get that stretch through. And here, the leg kicks through again. Pushing through the lateral aspect of the hip, going down towards the floor. Slowly bring it back in. Get that foot back up to the hand if you can. Walk it back again. Then walk our hands back through the walkout. Standing, drive the pelvis forward. Circle the arms up wide, stretch up overhead. Repeat again. Pivot from the hips, keep the hips high and pike. Walk hands forward into press. Take that right foot up to the hand. Keep the right leg through the middle. Trying to keep the left heel up towards the ceiling. Get a big stretch on the lateral aspect of that hip. Slowly pull back in. Take the right foot back to the right hand. Kick the right leg back into extension. Walk your hands back to your toes. Slowly pull back up. Extend. Lateral raise up to standing. Slow release, drop back down. High pike, hips up high. Then walk back down with 3. Lower the hips slightly. You need to press up if you wish to now. You can go that bit further. Get the leg through the position. Come back in 3. Take the foot to the hand. Come back again into extension. Put your hands back to your toes. Stand lateral, push out wide and high. Release again. Chin down, jaw down, nose down to the floor. Kick through, walk out. Again, pelvis slightly high or into press up. Kick the foot up to the hand. Then allow the left knee to flex just slightly. And then kick the leg through the middle again. Again, drop down on that knee if it's too much. Come back through plane. Foot back up to hand. Slow back extension of the leg. Walk your hands back. And this time sit yourself down into a knee flex crouch position here. Good luck. And from here we're going to walk out and roll onto our back. Extend the arms overhead. Stretch out. Very good. Put your feet in. And as always, we're going to stretch out through that back extension. Good morning, good morning. Watch your hand face. Hips up nice and high. Now we're going to bring our arms back down to the ground. Arms flat down. Fingertips through elbows, through the shoulder, down straight. Pelvis driven up as far as we can. Slowly lowering the hips back down to the ground. And again, raise up. If you feel comfortable with it, you kick the left foot out. Lowering the legs straight, back up into extension, back down into plane, drive the pelvis, slowly lower down. Push up, breathe out, extend the hips, pick up the right leg into extension, slowly lower the right heel down, the straight leg. Move back up, flex, back in again. Slowly drop down with the pelvis. Tap the floor, push your hips up again, keep the leg out, get into extension, slowly lowering the leg straight, heel down, tap the floor, come back up again, foot back into position. Again, right kick out, lower the right leg straight, bring the right leg back up, foot back to the floor, push the pelvis, slowly drop down, kiss on the floor, push back up again, extend the leg out. Breathe out, pull it back up. Foot back to the floor. Let's go. Swap it over again. Lower the leg. Raise the leg. Foot back down again. Swap. Lower the leg. Raise the leg. Foot back in. Swap. Lower the leg. Raise the leg. Foot back in and swap. If you're struggling with the leg extension, guys, just keep it in your back ridge here. And just working on lowering and raising the hips. Last one here. Drop, raise, release. And stretch out the floor. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in. Slow deep breath out for as long and as slow as you can. Nice 3 deep breath in for 4. Slow sigh of a breath out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly taking yourself back over your right side, up into standing. Take your feet on the sitting bones. Stretch down, forward fold. Slowly breathe out, push up overhead. And again, down, up, through, up overhead. So 2 more here. Down, up, overhead. Last 1. Down, legs. Raise and release. Give your fingers a roll. Roll the opposite way. Guys, give yourselves a massive round of applause. Really well trained this morning. Fantastic. Good stuff. See you next time for the next one, guys. Have a great day.